Hi, I'm Mike Cooper. I'm an orienteer and a member of New England Orienteering Club. I've been orienteering since the early 1970s and competed in somewhere between 500 and 1,000 events, I lost count, in many countries in Europe, several states in the US, and also in Australia. Orienteering is like trail running, but you have to navigate between each checkpoint yourself, often going off trail. It's a timed race, although there are many different courses of different length and technical difficulty, so you can choose one suitable to your level. And many people just walk their course. In the description below, I'll have some links to videos to introduce you to the sport if you're not familiar with it. In this video, I'll show you what equipment I use, then we'll take a look at the map with the course on it. Then, for each leg between the checkpoints, I'll show the relevant parts of the map, what I decided to do, what I actually did, and then show the video of that part with my thoughts as I was going between the checkpoints. The video is quite long since it covers the whole race. In the description below, I'll put time markers for the various parts of the video so you can skip ahead if you want to. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below and I'll try and answer them. So here's the equipment we're using for this orienteering event. A map, the most important piece. You'll see there's a bit cut out from it. That is the description sheet, which is here, which goes in this thing, and this goes on my wrist to make it easy to see the checkpoints, what the numbers are, and what kind of feature they're on. Because with the map, I always scrunch up the map, fold it up to point which direction I'm running in, which means I can't see, usually couldn't be able to see the descriptions if they're left on the map. Map case to keep the map in case I fall over, it gets muddy, it gets wet. A GPS watch to record the time, record the route I did. A little waistband into which I keep my car keys. There is also a whistle I keep. I don't keep it in there, I have a little tiny pocket on my orienteering pants. Compass, fancy orienteering compass for speed of making navigation. The orienteering shoes, they're like cross-country running, they're like running shoes, but they're much firmer, much more solid at the heel and around the toe area, and they actually have little teeny metal spikes, metal clips, not clips, just bits of metal on the bottom for grip, because you do a lot of running off trail through the woods. And my GoPro thing, that's going to go around my chest, and the camera itself. So that's the basic equipment together with my orienteering top, which is lightweight, and the pants, which are very lightweight, full body cover to avoid being sliced up in the woods, shall we say. And these have special extra protection. Oh, and I also forgot I have some extra things that go around the shins for extra protection for running through the woods. So that's the gear. Let's get going to the event. So here we are, Prospect Hill Park. Got my compass, got my descriptions on my wrist, got my map, got the forest over there, and the parking lot. So let's go find the start. Here's the map with the course printed on it. As a reminder, I'll show the relevant parts of the map for each leg between the controls, what I decided to do, what I actually did, and then show the video of that part with my thoughts as I was going between the controls. Parts of the video may be speeded up to save time. Don't be fooled into thinking I'm suddenly running faster. This was the first time I used my camera to record my thoughts. I had the camera on my chest, which maybe wasn't a good idea because too often it pointed towards the ground. So I apologize for the all the ground views rather than the more like the heads-up view to see where we were going. Not very far to walk to the start. Now I did look at the course last night. It's a bit longer than I want to do. It's a green course. I usually do the brown course these days. So here's the instructions, but I have seen these already last night, so just going to get started. Couple of choices here. Going straight on choice A means going through the woods to pick up the trail. Going the longer way along the road B is the safer way because the navigation is easier and the runnability is possibly easier as well. So being the start, I chose the safer route navigationally to make sure I didn't mess anything up early on in the course. 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, it's nice meeting a fellow orienteer. Okay, better look at the map. Down the road. Don't want to take that trail. I know that trail is a bit rough. I think we'll just go down the road till we go past that crag and pick up the little trail to the left of it. And then in. And he said watch out for the second checkpoint. Well, that is a bit of up and over the hill. Let's see how that goes. So I know from running here before the other trail is in there, but I'm going to start with the easier navigation. I hate messing up a course on the first checkpoint. Right, so where are we going after this? And let's see. Looks like straight up the hill. I think there's a wall to the left, so I'm going up. And a little path up there, just up here. And look for that. Alright, so coming down the hill, should be a. Oh, what are we looking for? Checkpoint 111, foot of a crag, 1.5 meter crag. Also, I can see a slight bend in the road, and the trail should be just off the left. This looks like the crag on the left here. Here's the trail. Here we go. Okay, bend to the left. Bend to the right. Slow down a bit. And I'll just be in there. A lot of orienteering is about micromanagement. Sorry, micro navigation. Which side of a tree can I go on? So I should be here. And here we are. Just get up to it, don't touch it in these coronavirus days. So I basically decided on a pretty straight route, picking up the little trails as I was going along, and that's basically what happened. Let's get back. In fact, I'm gonna pretty much go back on the trail, I think. It'll be a little quicker than cutting through the woods, which look a bit rough there. Ah, what the hell. Let's do it. And that's something you actually shouldn't be doing, which is chopping and changing your route. Once you made your decision, you should stick with it. Unless you see something that indicates it was a bad choice. Oh, in fact, this wasn't too bad. I should have gone straight all along. Now, over the road, I see a little hill there, little knoll, straight across that, through some nasty rough stuff, where there's a wall. No, so I'm going to go slightly left after that. So there you go. I didn't even spot that I was going down Tilton Valley. Some of these contours are quite hard to read, especially with my aging eyesight. Oh, here's the wall. So over we go. Not exactly top speed. Well, to be honest, it's probably close to top speed for me these days. In fact, I can actually see people have run up here already because the ground's a bit broken. So we are going to go up this part. Ooh. And here's the trail. There should be a little trail going up. Of course, I don't know whether they are left or right, so that's not good. But it doesn't look too rough, so I'm just going to go straight anyway. Because that'll get me to the top. When I'm at the top, I definitely know I'm going to go left on that big trail. So it doesn't really matter if I don't know exactly where I am right now. I know close enough where I am. Oh man, gone are the days when I would run up this hill. Just go around this rock. If anything, I do want to go slightly left of uphill because there'll be a little less ways to climb. Actually, I'm going to check the compass. Okay, here's the trail. Well, here's a trail. Just be careful, make sure I'm at the right one. Gotta be. Because I would otherwise have seen a trail on the left as I was coming up. So, in fact, here's the trail junction. So I'm going to carry on. So this one was a sharp left, and then go down to the rough stuff where Peter said, watch out, this might be tricky. Okay, what is it, 112, it's the end of a wall. It doesn't really look like the end of a wall. Oh yeah, I see. So, well, in fact, if I open my eyes, the wall's right in front of me. So I just follow this down to the end. And it'll be there. I should start thinking about my route for the next one. Oh god. It's either contour on some rough stuff or hack back up to the trail. Now that control should be, here it is. Okay. Couple of choices here: go up the hill and along the trail, which is route A, or contour along the hillside, sort of going between all the crags and the rocks, which is choice B. I chose choice B, which was fairly rough going, probably a bit slower, but a more interesting route. So, you know what, I came here to do some decent navigating. Let's just go with a tough route. We're going to go straight, contour along and then under all these rocks. Hopefully relocate by that wall and then get into it. So actually, take a little sort of bearing to it. Off we go. Alright, bunch of rocks, I think I know where I am, but this may not have been the best route to choose. These are all nasty, brambly things, but I can see my way. Definitely slower than the past, but definitely more technical, more challenging, and that makes it more interesting. And that slippery sound on the ground is a good indicator of why I wear orienteering shoes and not running shoes. Much better grip. Oops. Oh, golly. So I ought to be able to find this feature here, this little gully going down. I don't like stopping, but I'm going to speculate about there, which might mean the wall is just over. So what I'm looking for in the end is 113 east side of a boulder field. Hey, there's the wall. Yeah. Just contour along till I get to the trail and then go up it. So it should be pretty much at this checkpoint. Just looking around for it. Problem is with my red-green colorblind hard for me to spot it sometimes. I think it's closer to the rocks here. See, I thought it was going to be right here, and it isn't. Let's see what's going on. Over the wall. And it's up against the cliff. Okay, so why can't I see it? Oh, there it is. Much closer to the cliff than I thought. Here we go. Fairly straightforward plan, go out to the path, follow the paths, then the wall. Unfortunately, I didn't quite get to the path the right angle and wasted a bit more time in the woods than I should have. Alright, so now canter along until we get to a trail. I'm going to check for the ticks when I get back to the car and when I get home. I did get Lyme disease one year. Definitely don't want that again. Number 4, 114 Craigfoot. And they go 114 through to 119, and there's a jump to 121, so I do have to check them. Pull this up. I'm going to refill the map for the next few checkpoints. Now down here. Get out to the open area. And then cut in. In here, across the wall. It's not far up the wall. In a little valley skirt, and it should just be pretty much straight there. Interesting feature. Alright, I think I can see the feature. What am I doing next? Yep, it's a checkpoint. This next one's another messy one. Could involve some more hillside scrambling, but I want to take a good look at it before I commit to that. Okay. I had a vague idea of what direction I wanted to go in, but didn't have the route planned out in any kind of detail. It sort of worked out okay as I went along. Straight across, only off behind me. quite figured it out, but it's the trail just gonna go straight. Oops. Straight contour. I might see a crag to the left. Stay right just a little bit. And semi-relocate on this other trail. Oh, in the old days I'd be running fast through this. Hey, at least I can run. Sort of. I call it more of a jog these days. Quick check to make sure the car keys are still there, and they are. Unexpected little trail here. Going in the right direction this time. It's almost too early for the trail I was thinking I was going to cross. Okay, I think I know what's going on. I'm off route, but I will take a slightly different way. So I'm pretty sure I'm here. Which means I'm going to go down this way now instead. Right, down this. Just have a decision point as I get nearer the checkpoint whether I go high and then come down over some rocks or go low. I think the navigation will be a bit trickier and some of the route will be a bit slower. Decisions. I usually like to read the map when I'm on a trail like this, but not these steps, it's a bit hard because I don't want to fall. So tempting to go straight. I know what I'm going to do. Go straight for a bit, past a sort of a wall on the left, and then cut underneath a crag. Oh. Ooh. It's down and up. And up. Okay. There's the wall. Now, I think in the end this is a pretty good route. Foot of a crag. Again. Nearly tripped. Can definitely see signs that other runners or walkers came this way. And there it is. Oops. But I haven't worked out my next one. Oh, it's a long one. So this one I kind of had in two phases. At the beginning, pretty early on, I knew that I was going to give up and follow the trails in the road, but I didn't have the second half of the route planned. I eventually figured it out, and it went okay. Okay, we're going up. We're going up. So in about 20 minutes, I'm going to wish I brought some water. It's not that hot today. Oh, it's about 70. Okay, stop and admire the view of Boston. That's enough of that. I got it. Up, down the road, cut down the hill, pick up the other road, pick up a trail, can't turn around the hill. So we're here, go along here, get down there, along a bit, path, cut across there, and 116 with 5-meter crag near the top. Pick up a trail through here, go down the hill. What's after that one? A bit more path running. Okay, so out of this checkpoint I'm going to go to the current going left. Old cross-country running mantra from my days at college, and I taught bike spinners. They're going up another hill. I'll do that. That's the old PHUH. Be a bit careful here. What are those cans are for? Oh, I know where I am. I have gotten lost is the wrong word. Temporarily, I didn't know exactly where I am. Too many times in these woods, in areas that I thought would be easy to navigate in. So, from time to time, I'll be more cautious than I probably need to be. Basically, contour on the hillside. It looks a bit more runnable this way, so I have to remember I'm coming downhill just a little bit, and I need to compensate, which I shall do here with a gradual incline. boulders probably there. There's Craig there. Boulder ahead there. I can see that on the maps. This is the right direction. Craig should be just below it. This is where I might or might not be at the right place. I think it's a bit further this way. Guided in part by the markings on the ground. What's that down there? Okay. 6. So I wonder if it's up here. Oh, there it is. So this was basically straightforward. Just stay on the trails and then make sure you leave the trail at the right point for the control. But unfortunately I messed up, left the trail too early, wandered around the woods, and had to get back to the trail, then realized my mistake, and then carried on okay after that. Down the hill and up the other side a bit. Oops. Bit rough that way, we'll go back this way. Go until I hit a trail and then go right. I've had the legs for it. I'd be going pretty fast now because this is fairly straightforward. I better jinx myself with that. Straight up to the next path junction, right and left. All right. Oh, jeez. Green course is definitely my thing. Sorry, green course is definitely not my thing. Seven. 118. Crag. 2 meters. Bottom off. Clippity clop. Just make sure I get the right angle for this. Little open area there. Just going to go straight over that. Even though it's green the other side, the green hasn't actually been too bad. Gotta be careful here. I could be going up. But there isn't much up, which doesn't make much sense. So, alright, so what the hell's happened now? I think I need to keep going this way. So I may just have cut off too soon. And this is the open area. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Oh, I know what I did. That stream crossing I thought was there. So, yeah. Okay. So, it's just up there. Nice trail here. And the people have to come down. Up back and see the checkpoint. Alright, so the chant goes P-H-U-H. Push harder uphill. 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 Whew. I'm beat. But definitely on the way back. I'll approach this from the west side. Oh boy. So my original plan was to go straight pretty much, which is Route A. Perhaps a better alternative would have been to choose Route B, which is going around the trail, which might have been quicker. Reality is that I dropped down the hill much quicker than I was expecting to, ended up below Route B. And then once I realized what had gone on, I just carried on Route B. Eight. 119, 1 meter boulder north side. North side to my right as I go to it. Nope. Go to the left. Okay. Why isn't this going? Jeez. I'm plugging the wrong place. I have come down there and I'm going down there and I want to go there. Alright, you know what, since we've come this way, we're going to carry on. This was my other way of going. I don't think it's as fast or as interesting. And this up the trail to the left. Well, I'm definitely slowing down. commentary may start getting a bit sparse. Okay, find a boulder just to the right. I think I had problems in this area before. Even with this boulder. Now, there's a boulder to my right. There's a bigger one to the left. And I think what happened last time was it was much further up the hill than I thought. So I'm going to check this one out. So, if you're lucky, it's behind this. Oh, yep, there it is. See, there it is. So the plan was to basically go straight and just navigate through the features as I was going along it and go straight into the control, hopefully. More or less went to plan, although I was going a lot slower than I would ideally have liked to be. 121. Oh boy. Let me get some kind of bearing going here. Under that hill. Keep this little knoll, which is this one, to my right. Oh, jeez, why am I not running through this? It's because I want to finish the course. Over the trail. Down a little spur. With the wall on the top of it. Downhill, and it should be on the right. So why am I looking to my left? Because I don't believe myself? Be careful, there's sheep rock there. Oh. Aha! Further off to the right than I thought. Crikey, I have not figured out where I'm going after this. Okay, that's easy enough to start with. There it is. So a fairly long leg this time, but straightforward. Just follow the trails all the way along. Just make sure you know how far you're going along the main trail, so you pick up the correct trail that you want to on the right hand side, and then work your way into the control. And that's what happened. Counter along to the big path. Let's rework the map a bit. Yippee, that's probably the last fold. Testing GoPro camera waterproof by sweating on it. Okie doke. Yeah. Right, fairly long trail. Run. I can get the legs up for this. I used to walk this trail lunchtime sometime, or run it when I was working at Vistaprint. Since I thought a year and a half ago I was never going to run again with my bad left knee, I can't complain too much. What's 10? 132 crag foot, 2 meters. 132. Okay. And here a bit. I'll just be up here on the left. I don't know what that big crag is up ahead there, because that doesn't quite make sense to me. So I didn't have this one worked out in detail. It was just basically go in the right direction. There's plenty of features to pick up on the way, and then get your way into the control. And that's kind of what happened. Just a reminder that the map shows the route that was going in the other direction, which is why there are a lot more blue lines. I wasn't going all over the place. I went pretty much straight from one control to the next. Oh boy. Out to the right. What's 11? 123. It's a V, which is a depression, a pit, a little steep hole in the ground. Yeah, there's a trail to the right there, but as I'm walking or running, I might as well go straight. Save a couple of seconds. Up. Steps to the junction. Nah, I don't think any amount of PHUH is going to get me up this any faster. Okay, it's just in there. What is it? 1, 2, 3. There it is. Oh. This was just a matter of going down the hill at the right sort of angle, roughly, picking up the road, and then after the road corner, getting into the control in the right kind of place. And that's pretty much what happened. And back out. This one is 1, 2, 4. Top of a crag, 1 meter. Look, checkpoint 12. Code 124 will be on it. It's a crag. It's 1 meter tall. That means at the top of it. International symbols. Compete in any country. It all means the same. Okay. I think I go sort of straight to the control. Well, left a bit. That's not there. Let's get down here. Go down here. I think I'm doing some of the commentary in my head at the moment and too tired to talk about it. But I saw a slightly easier route down the hill to the left, which is why I went left a bit. Again, just glancing at the trees, left and right, see which seems to be a nice, relatively straightforward way through without going off course by more than a few meters. You may have noticed that we're talking meters. Orienteering is all in meters, not feet and inches. About here, into the corner, past the knoll. Oh, just go to the left of this hill. There it is. Yeah, one thing we haven't seen, occasionally Boston Dynamics will have their robot dog spot doing trials here. I've never seen him. Him, her, or it. And to get to the finish, just go down the hill, pick up a trail, go along the trail, and there you have it. And I just overshot the finish, believe it or not. Okay, now off to the finish. Which is just down here. Sprinting hard to the finish. Not really. I must remember to stop my watch at the finish. I've forgotten to do that in the past. I took the camera down a bit. See what it's like running on the stop. Bit of camera shake there, I'm sure. Almost there. Oh, straight past the finish. What about that? Even messed that up. And stop. Save, definitely. Run saved. One mic after a run. Not very pretty. Not very pretty before either. Alright, here we are back at the car. End of race.